All right, good morning, everyone. I wanted to give you guys some live trade examples for today. I also want to say in this video, I did size down a little bit. So you're going to see me switch between two different charts. You're going to see me switch between one, which is the S&P 500, that's the ES, and that is a $50 per point contract, so a little bit more expensive. That chart to watch all the movement, and you're going to see me switch to another one, which is the MES, which is also S&P 500, but it's $5 per point instead of 50, so it's a tenth of it. And you're going to see me take my trades today on that chart to where it's much more affordable, it's much more risk adverse, and there's less profit potential as well. So if it gets a little bit confusing, then that's what's going on. I'm looking at the same chart. The candles look a little bit differently, but they're the same exact movement. All right, guys, let's get right into the trades.
If I really don't like it in a bullish direction, that that almost is gonna let me know that I probably should actually go short. This is where things get pretty fun. Now, I gotta say though, that would have been a very nice second entry long. Okay, what I want to see is a liquidity grab underneath this zone, and if it does, the downtrend would have played out how it should have to reach a new low for this area. We gotta try it because it is a second entry long. So this is, this is another confident point about the market is when you're reading it and you're being objective, good things happen. So I see this measured. This is the first move down. This is a measured move. Not perfect, but very close. And then so it extends the measured move. It is going to be a second entry long as well. It's a visual second entry long. So here's your first entry, second entry. You kind of have to take it. But there's no like real setup for me to enter. But like I can look at it right now. Like we got first entry short. Actually, I do like this. If we'd have to test this area one more time.
Okay, so like I said at the beginning of the video, I just took my trade on the smaller chart, and I'm going to be looking at the bigger chart for my execution. I'm paying attention to the price only on the other chart, and I'm only managing my position on this chart with the red and green lines. And I'm adjusting my stop to break even now. So now if it goes against me, I'm not going to lose any money. However, I can manage exactly how much profit I take. But I try to be careful and not be too greedy. Keep my profit at a little bit of an extended level just to take more out of it.
I did like that trade because this zone is still small range within the range that we're working with for the day. Oh, yep. Oh, we're falling now. I've been waiting for this moment for like 20 minutes. We're breaking past the range. I still think they're going to buy though. So let's see. One, two. I actually like this as a very short-term long. I like it.
And this is one of the reversal patterns I look for every day. And this one executed extremely quickly, immediate profit, before I could even really think about it, before I could go back to the chart that I would normally monitor the movement on. And so this can be a good sign that you're on the right side of the market for the day. You're interpreting it correctly, and you're not letting your emotions get in the way to where you get scared to take the trade. Price went down just a little bit farther to grab all the existing orders that were sitting right below it, and that did fuel the move right back up. And that's pretty much what I'm looking for with these reversal patterns. Okay, and here's the next trade, and this is more of like a failed breakout idea, but as you can see, this one goes pretty quickly against me. So the reality of this trade is, looking back, there's no executable setup that I'm looking for. One just doesn't happen. So I'm not really sure why I took this trade, maybe just kind of getting excited a little bit.
Well, this was the range anyway, so I guess I kind of miscalculated that a little bit. Instead of this being the range, it turned out it was more something like this. So I didn't really actually go out of range much.
And to anyone that is interested in this kind of stuff, anyone that's interested in the market is just something that for quite a long time you just have to watch and pay attention to and research and look up how things move and look up how the candles move and look up why everything happens and stuff. because price movement and price behavior is very interesting when it comes to human behavior, and that's exactly what this is altogether anyway. Okay, so here we have a failed second entry short. So typically this price movement would head back in the bottom direction, but if you look, there's a green candle right before I took my position that has a very big, long downward tail. And that signifies that we are, in fact, not going down, we're going up. So that's one of the signal bars that I look for to take my failed second entry short.
I did like this one. I did like it as a scalp. I still like it. That one was a losing trade, but I still like the scalp of that. I think that worked out pretty well. It just happened to get stopped out.
And that previous trade did not work out, but it was a good trade because all the rules aligned. And this one is a second entry short, which the rules align as well.
Yeah, I had to take that one. That was a second entry short scalp. My reasoning behind this one was because we have a shortened uptrend going. We have a break of this uptrend. We tested higher and we broke the high. I don't think the bias is short from here on out, but I do think that we needed to test it in order to break higher. And actually, this ends up being a second entry long as well. We're too close to the high. I don't really like it. Okay, so I think I'm going to wrap up for the day. I've been trading a couple hours now. If you guys made it to the end, I really appreciate you watching all of this and looking at the trades I took. If you guys see stuff that I didn't see, let me know below. I'm really curious to see if there's some things I missed that I wasn't paying attention to all the way. And we're leaving the day with $91.25 profit for today. So all right, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Have a good day.